Well, we'll wait for a few people to get in here. Hopefully people show up soon. We're just chilling out, cleaning up after power tour. It's hot here. It's like, I don't know, 94 today or something. Honestly, I'm glad I wasn't on power tour today. It would have been hot and miserable. I mean, I have air conditioning in the Lincoln, but... Hey, John, how you doing? Nice to see you. Games in the house. Hello, hello. So, hey, Gunther, how you doing? This is the first time I'm doing it outside, so you'll have to let me know if wind or anything like that's a problem. Um, I don't know how day 3 was. Did not do day 3. I only did day 1 and 2. Hey, Grant, how you doing? Yep, I'm still alive. I'm doing good. Hey, Classic. Jerry's in the house. Wyatt's here. Robert's here. How's everybody doing? Yes, I am back home. It's going good. It's going good. I got home last night about 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Yep, Sandy's right down here. Turn it around here. Yep, she's right there chilling with Dad. Say hey, Sandy. There she is. Says hello to everybody. So, Pam and Dennis, how you doing? Jay High's here. Did Buff make it to Joliet? Yes, he did. Yes, we had a good time meeting you too, Grant. Harold's here. I'll talk about Power Tour in a second. Classic Adventures is here. Hey, blah, blah, Jerry, Toasty, and Humid here. It was hot here today. 7.3 Power Strokes in the house. Wyatt's here. Fast Eddie Speed Shop. Yes, highway couches were an excellent choice for Power Tour. Absolutely. Mine's right behind me. Kind of just unpacking and getting stuff all out of the trunk and everything. Yeah, Sandy is a chill pup. No, you can keep the Texas heat all to yourself. Not interested. So we're getting a few people in here. So questions. Let's go ahead. Anybody got questions want to chime in on or whatever? We'll kind of go there and then we'll just talk about what's up, what's new, what's coming, what's not. And I'll give you guys my opinion on Power Tour. So never gone to Power Tour ever. Obviously, I've talked to lots of people that have, and I've seen videos of people that have. Updates on Monte Carlo. We'll get that here quick. The car did great. So here's the thing. Power Tour is an awesome event. I'm not going to take anything away. I'm not going to badmouth it at all. I'll get to MPG in a second. Making notes here quick so I don't forget any of your questions. Thing here is it's a rolling car show. Okay, so once we got there, Dalton and I got there Sunday night, so we got our credentials early. And then, so we got into the show, I don't know, 9:30 on Monday. Maybe, I don't know. I can't remember. 9:30, 10 o'clock. I can't remember by the time we got in, The lines to get in and out take some time. Not as bad as some other horror stories I've heard, but we get there, and Dalton and I get out of our cars, and we don't get 6 feet from our car, and people are lined up to see Dalton, which I totally expected. Okay. I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I was very humbled. I was very surprised and appreciative of how many people actually came to see me. I'm a small guy, I'm not a huge channel at all. By all means, I like to think I do quality stuff, but I bet you I signed 100 autographs and took probably another 50, 60 pictures with people. I was expecting, handful, but so yeah, I was humbled by that. Okay. Dalton had a line a mile long, which of course he does. No, none of our cars broke down. That Dalton and I were traveling with intimately, no. So, and here's the thing. I don't. Will I do it again? Yes. Will I do all 5 days? Probably never. I probably won't do that. It's it's a lot. The driving between towns. Okay, you leave on the now. Some people leave the night before, go part way, or go all the way, or whatever. But most everybody, they were there Monday at Indy. You stay in Indy. You get up Tuesday morning, and you go to Joliet. Okay. Here's the thing. Um, and the route's nice. It's good, but no matter what time you leave, you get into some of these towns, and it's a 2 mile long traffic jam. It's just I don't know that I would stay on the route the whole time because don't mind me jumping off the route and taking some other roads and some blacktop and stuff. And I actually found this neat little town that had a great little diner. Um, I think if you do power tour and you want to stay on the route, you better be one of those people that gets up at 6 in the morning and goes, or 7 in the morning. Because here's the thing: when the traffic starts, it starts. And if there's any other snags, like I heard today, I'm seeing all kinds of posts of today where people went from Joliet to Fort Wayne, that there's people that left at 8 in the morning that still weren't at the venue at 5 o'clock. And that's a lot. I talked to people that went from Indy to Joliet, and it took them 8 hours. Um, that part, the traffic jam part, I don't like. Now, what do I like? Part is as you're going by every gas station, convenience store, anything, it's a mini car show. There's 10, 15, 20, 30 cars in every one of them. Every restaurant. Little pull-offs on the highway, there'd be 2, 3, 4, 5 cars, power tour cars, with their lawn chairs out watching the parade go by. And then you got all the people that live in these little towns and cities out on their chairs like it's a parade. That I thought was the coolest thing I've seen in a long time. And you take the time, you honk, you wave, because all those kids, you could be inspiring them to get into the automotive hobby. That's just cool. That's just cool. I thought the organization of the overall event was really, really well done. I mean, you're gonna have snags when you have thousands of cars showing up to one spot. Um, every hotel was a car show at night. Um, yes, I would definitely do it again. I would recommend it to anybody, but go with the understanding that if you're going to follow the route, be very patient for lots of traffic problems. It's just going to happen. But everybody's got GPS. Just take a look at it and go, nah, we can go around this town and go this way, and then rejoin the route. You can always do that. And if you're someone like me that doesn't like a lot of traffic like that, it's fine. Now, when we were out on the highways between the towns, it flowed just fine, no problems. And you got all these cool cars. I am putting a video together the last few days of ever since I started prepping the car for the trip to when I got home last night. And you'll see some of the traffic. You'll see some of the traffic jams. You'll see some of the highway, and you'll see the difference I'm talking about. That's the only thing I would do different next time for sure. I'd plan it that way. And the thing is, when you're there, I was there both days. I never saw the vendor midway, whatever area. I never made it there. Never saw the platinum and gold premium cars or the Pro Street Alley. I never got that far. There are so many cars to see. It is almost overwhelming. It really is. And you're never going to see it all. Okay. And so you got to understand that you'll never see it all. I didn't get to watch any of the drag racing, didn't get to do any of that, but I still had a good time. I still had a wonderful time at the venues, sitting around, shooting the breeze and talking to people. And I'm going to tell you that the car community overall, there was everything from $200,000 plus resto mods to, 4 young guys that took some $500 clapped out piece of crap, cobbed it together, and they're having the time of their lives. But they were all car people. And I saw nobody being snobby, stuck-up-ish, or a-hole-ish. I didn't see any of that. Now, maybe I wasn't in the right area. I don't know. But, yeah, next time, I'll probably take a truck or something with a tailgate. That would allow me just to sit and chat with fans at a little... I sat in this chair a bit because you stand for hours, and you get tired. You want to sit down. And then I feel like I'm down too low. I'd want to sit up a little higher. Maybe sit on a tailgate or something. Taking easy up a pop-up tent, easy up awning. Dalton and I both, neither one of us thought to grab the one of many we both own. Um, that would be good for shade. Cooler, take that. Yeah, it's fine. Um, the amount of the variety of cars was incredible. I liked that. I liked seeing that people actually driving them on the highway. That was cool. Um, the lines for registration to pick up your credentials were very long, but they moved pretty quick. They got like 15, 20 people checking you in, so it's like the line's long, but it moved really good. So other than that, no, I had a great time. I will do it next year as long as there's a couple dates somewhere close to home. I mean, if it's like all in say Florida or something, I probably won't make that trip. It's got to be within say 5, 6, 7 hours. I would do that. Anyway, I gotta go back here. The messages have been flying. Um, yeah, please hit the like button. Greetings from the South. When are we going to see a video on the Lincoln? Well, you'll see it in the Power 2 video coming up. Pretty good experience. Duct tape drags looks to be more fun for a broadcast like me. Duct tape drags is fun. Are you talking about Power Tour? Yes. Yeah, well, we were hanging right with Junkyard Dicks. Dalton and I were in Joliet. Canopies were great. Yes. I was in Joliet, John. I was there till I think I left at 5. Dalton and I rolled in about 2:30, and I left at 5 because I was coming back home last night. So, and it was by GPS 3.5 hours, but it was 4 hours to get home. I mean, by the time you got it, because you got to make at least one stop, grab a burger or something, some dinner on the way home. So, Georgia, yes, I got to talk about Georgia. I'm gonna put a note here, so got to update you guys on some of that. All right, somebody asked updates on the Monte Carlo. So, the Monte Carlo, it's exactly where you saw it in the last video. Hey, how Canada in the house? Thank you. Thank you. I think the Lincoln's beautiful too. I haven't done anything since the last video. It's still in the same state. The next thing to get done is the front seat is going to my interior guy. I'm going to spring the money to get the front seat done right-ish, And I was going to just put a cover on it, but I'm going to do it. So, and then I think what's after that. Oh, I want to do a training service, fix a couple O-rings I didn't get to last time in the video. And then honestly, I think start figuring out what I'm going to do paint-wise on it. And I think I will, that'll be next on the Monte Carlo. But nothing's really changed since the last video you saw on the updates. How'd the Blue Ox do on MPGs? Oh, okay, I'll cover that. So, any guesses? Now, this is a 1978 Ford, or not Ford, Jeepers, cramming, Lincoln Town Car, 460 4-barrel big block, okay? Running 75 mile an hour with the cruise on, and the air on sometimes. I got 16.2 miles with the gallon, believe it or not. I was pretty proud and pretty happy with that. That was the highest one, on down to like 14.5, depending on what kind of gas was available. But when I ran the good fuel, I got 16.2 miles per gallon. I'm very happy with that. Actually, my C6 Trans, my 464 barrel got better mileage than Dalton's 400 2-barrel engine, and that's because the 2-barrel carbs they have bigger barrels than the 2 primary barrels on a 4-barrel are smaller than the 2 main barrels, only barrels on a 2-barrel. So honestly, you get better mileage. Gear ratio, I have no idea. I'm imagining it's probably a 260, 70, something in there. I mean, it's a Lincoln. It's a highway car. And then so for just for funsies, in Indy, there was a break at the dyno. We were parked right next to the dyno. I took the Lincoln and put it on the dyno. I thought, what the heck? Why not? And I tell you, there was a bigger crowd watching this big old Lincoln on the dyno than some of the 800 horsepower cars. It was funny. Best pull, 145 horsepower and 256 foot-pounds of torque. And not bad for a smogged out 460 at the wheels. All I know is, I'm telling you what, it was comfortable. It was absolutely comfortable. So Other than that, yeah, the MPG's 16.2 was the best. Mid 14s was the worst. So it worked out great. A lot of thumbs up and waves on the highway, even when I'm not wasn't on the power tour part, you know. So yeah, somebody just posted they've seen the Lincoln on lots of clips and stuff, and somebody said, who was it here? Let me scroll back here and look. Somebody said, saw a video of your Lincoln on the dyno. Tony, where'd you see that video? I'd be interested in knowing that. That'd be interesting. Maybe somebody else was with their phone and posted it. But yeah, it was fun. Just put it on the dyno. Why not? I was right there. So that was the one fun thing I got to do. Otherwise, meeting the fans of just YouTube fans, it was that was probably the most fun I had, getting to talk to everybody that took the time to come up and say hey and tell me about what they're working on and ask about the Lincoln. And I will tell you, now I was only there 2 days, and I didn't get to see the whole show, but I got to see lots of the cars. Now there was other Lincolns there from like 70 on up into the 60s. This was the only 76, 789 Lincoln body style I saw there. Because so the last year body style will be 77, 8, 9, and then 74, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be that one right before them, and then on back 72 and over. But this was the only cathedral grill one I saw. Now I'm sure there's probably the other ones later, or maybe even then in 2 days. But no, it stuck out like a sore thumb. So the funniest thing I heard was as we were rolling into Joliet, it was Dalton, me, and then his friend Larry with a Chevelle convertible behind us that we rolled together on that last drive day. Dalton and I got by, and somebody said, somebody looked up, and he heard it. Larry heard it because we were past. And looked up, saw Dalton and I rolling, and said, "Hey, who let in the cruise ships?" So I thought that was pretty funny. Gosh, you guys are really doing good with the comments. I'm trying to follow them, but it's hard to stay on top. Finland in the house. How you doing? It was a small YouTuber. Yeah, email me, Tony. I'd be curious to see who put it up there. That'd be fun. That'd just be fun to know. I don't care. That's fine. Yeah, driving the RMS Titanic. Yeah, but this one didn't sink. Come on, Classic. This one didn't sink. It still floats. I just went down and filled it up with gas, actually, because it was on fumes when I got home last night. And I was just down here, emptying out the trunk and stuff and getting everything put away. And Sandy's hanging out with me, and I thought I'd jump on and talk to you guys. Did you see the wagon? Yes, I did. I did see the wagon. Okay, so Georgia, the Atlanta, Georgia trip for the 68 Buick LeSabre. So the original plan was to fly down there, and yeah, we hung with Kevin and Angus both days. Yep. Kevin, Angus, Bob, and then Steve from Build Season. And then we had Jim from Fomoco Garage, and yeah, they were all there. They were all there. Yes, I will be at Duct Hip Drags. So, what was I talking about? Oh, Georgia. I'm sorry. Yeah, Ezra was there. Ezra was a riot. So the original plan was to fly down, get it running, and drive it home just like I did the Monte Carlo, and that's what I really want to do. Unfortunately, plans, things, life intervene. So I will be going down with the truck and trailer, and I'll get it to LeSabre, but I'm going to be bringing it home to do the revival. It's a scheduling thing. It just is. Some things have shifted with my automotive service company. I've had to make some staffing changes, which is very rare. I usually have a very, very stable staff. But I've got some new people coming on staff, and I just need to be here for my business. So taking a full week off next week just isn't in the cards. So you will see, it was on Street Rat Garage YouTube channel. Okay, I'll take a look at that. Street Rat. I'm going to write that down. Street Rat. Okay. And so that's what's going to be happening with the LeSabre. The thing is here's the thing is, I think you guys will enjoy the car either way. Yeah, it would have made an awesome story to drive it home, but you got the challenge with that. Okay, you've got Uh, all right, John, I will do that. You got the challenge of if it breaks down and all that, but it's just, and when you're alone, when you do it, that's the riskiest. When you're doing one of those drive homes alone, flying drives, if it breaks and you need a hand, you're kind of screwed. I was fairly confident with the Monte Carlo only because, as you saw in the video, uh, KP and I got it to pop off and snort and run for a little bit before I came back home to plan the trip when we first bought it, picked it up. So I knew I had a runner. Yeah, the transmission surprised me, but we were able to handle that. A small block Chevy HEI, turbo 350, pretty much you're gonna run. And if it broke down, everybody has parts for those. So I wasn't too worried about that. Buick 68 Buick, a little harder to get parts, and I'd be doing it by myself. So it's just kind of those things. But honestly, more than anything, it's the time. Oh, squirrels, Sandy's off. It's the time. I just don't have I can't take the time right now, and that's just it. So the Buick will be trailered home. Damn government. I don't know what that means. Love the channel. Well, thank you very much. We wish you fair winds and flowing seas for the rest of your voyage. Yes, I'm home, so the voyage is done. Yeah, trust in Jim, the car we fixed. I'd love to do that. Thunderhead 289. I did get to meet with Luke. I missed Dylan. I missed him. Didn't get a chance to do that. So, but that's what's going to be happening with. So I am going to. There's a Georgia trip coming up, but it's going to be a 3-day kamikaze. I'm going to see Chad this and that garage on the way down. I'm taking something to drop off to him, and then I'm actually taking a transmission down to KP, and then we'll see KP and Megan. And Pam's going to kamikaze run with me, so we're going to get to do it together. And then we're going to pick up the Buick, and so what we'll do is we'll probably leave on a Thursday night, get part way, stop, see Chad on Friday, hang out, and then get the rest of the way down to Atlanta that Friday night. And then Saturday, hang with KP a little bit, or Friday night maybe, whatever, and drive most of the way on Saturday, and then cannonball the rest of the way on Sunday. So it should be a nice 3.5 day trip. We're not going to kill ourselves, but my business as a 4-day business, we work 4/10s, so we're closed on Fridays. So a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I can get away for that easily. So anyway, any other questions, please feel free to let them out there, because I think, let's see, people want to know about Georgia, the Monte Carlo, and what the Lincoln got for mileage. So, yeah, anything else? Let's see. Jim, I have some Mopar decals I want to send you since you did that old Dodge truck. Excellent, thank you. Go to any of my videos, and in the bottom in the description is the shipping address. 344th Street, Marion, Iowa, 52302. Any of the recent videos, go down in the description. There is a shipping address. That's the best way to send something to me. Yes, the plan is Pam will be going to duct tape drags. Yes. What paint job style are you thinking about? On the Monte Carlo, the original sky blue. Nothing fancy. The original sky blue, whatever the factory color was, that's what I'm going to do. Well, I'm not keeping it. Hey, Truett, how you doing? It's nice meeting you. I got to meet Truett, Grant, several of you. I got to meet on duct tape. Power Tour, loved it. Excellent. If the Monte Carlo was something I was planning on keeping, I might think of a two-tone or something like that, because I had one once that was silver, and then the bulges on the side were a deep dark charcoal, had a red interior. Loved that car. It was beautiful. But this particular one, hey, Two Babe, how you doing? The thing is I'm not keeping the money. I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to make it a decent looking driver that somebody can drive with their head up, a little bit of pride. Is it going to be a restoration? Absolutely not. I'm just making a decent driver out of it, because the plan is, at the end, I am selling it to somebody, and I'll sell it for what I got in it. So that's the plan. So Australia in the house, how you doing? Thank you for joining. Street Rat Garage 12 minutes into his video. Okay, I'll take a look at that. Thank you very much for telling me. Damn, not again. I want to see if I have a black Delta on drag wheels. No. Flip it and buy something better. I'm always rolling the cars. You know how that works. 59 Skylark for the weekend show in, okay, Dearborn, excellent. Ever in Southern Minnesota. Cool, nice. Thanks, Scott. I appreciate the invitation. Yes, I saw the John Deere. You're 8 hours from home. You're 50 minutes from my house if you're in Waterloo. 55 minutes, maybe. Yeah, 71 Monte Carlo. That'd be kind of cool. Studebaker Lark. No, I do have a good friend that is a big Studebaker guy. He's got lots of that type of stuff. Yeah. Gnat just flew in my mouth. I guess I shouldn't do these outside. What's my dream muscle cars or dream muscle car? You know, I'm not really into the muscle cars as much. I guess if you want to call it, mine would be a modern muscle. Okay. Hey Aaron, how you doing? Would be a 2017 Dodge Viper Aero Coupe in jet black with the downforce kit. Totally sinister looking car. As far as older vintage muscle cars, I don't really have one of. I mean, my unicorn is that LTD Country Squire wagon I want. 74, 5, 6, 7, 8. Country Squire in mint green, dark navy blue, or maroon, in good condition. So I'll find one someday. I had one once. I didn't have it, but I had one found, and it was at a time that it was way more money than I could afford. You should have taken them down the track. I'd have loved to if we'd had time. You know, it was a time thing. It really was. Other than that, I had a great time. I got to meet so many people. The one thing I want to mention is the memberships for the channel. Okay, so my memberships are $2.99 a month, I think, and I talked to a lot of people that said you should have memberships. You should have memberships. You should have memberships. We do. I set it up actually very early when I had the channel, only because people asked for it. And I thought since it's completely optional and you don't have to do it, I would offer it. And I guess not too many people know I have memberships. So I'm going to start mentioning it more. And it's not because I'm money hungry or money grubbing. It's because people apparently don't know I have them. I have a membership option. And then there are members on the live right now. When they pop up, you'll see their names green, just like Kenneth right there. I do quite a bit of members only stuff. I really do. I do a lot of that members only lives. I'm sure the members will chime in here. I do quite a bit of members only stuff, and they get to see things I don't show everybody else. And then the OG members got to see a really cool video once. I gave a private tour of all my cars. And that video was actually only available for a week. It was something for the original members, but I do fun things like that. Blah, blah. I don't do this to make a living. I'm telling you right now, YouTube is not where I make my living. Anderson Automotive, my repair shop, my coaching business, and the government vehicles. That's where I make my living. Okay. YouTube is my hobby. I'd like to think I'm halfway decent at it, but do I want to make money at it? Well, sure, I'd like to make money at it. Am I making some money at it? Yes, I'm making some money at it. Am I making Dalton money? No. I mean, Dalton does it full time. I literally don't have time to do it full time. So like you'll see when the weather got warm, my videos are coming out about every 10 days, maybe 2 weeks. When it's colder out and I don't have as much going on, I can do a video a week. It's easy. And it's not because I don't have things to do. I got 2 cars sitting right there on the other side of this camera waiting. Here, I'll show you. I got 2 cars already sitting right there. That wagon's been sitting there for 6 months. That one's been sitting there for 3 months. It's not that I don't have content to do, it's the time. And not to mention the other cars on the channel that we've already started doing, Monte Carlo and such like that. So I tell you what, it's one of those things. There you go. There's the members chatting in with the green names. They'll tell you if a membership's worth it. And the reason I want to share it now is one of the coolest things about being a member when a channel's this size is because when I do a members only live, there's I only have 50 some members, so until the time it gets up to being 1,000 or something, when we have a members only live, there's 16, 17 people. It's like a chance to have a one-on-one conversation with me. Really, the members get to have um, everybody gets their questions answered. I mean, it's really like having one-on-one. And a lot of times on the members only ones, I like to have Pam join us, so you get me and Pam and Sandy. Pam's up watering flowers, I think, right now at the house. But um, so yeah, that's one thing I did want to mention. I guess I, you know, I don't know. I don't want to push it. I don't want people to think I'm pushing it, but I want to push the fact that it's available. Is what I want to push, so that people can join. So something else I want to show you is the blue hat. Now, not too many of you see. I've always worn the black one. This is one of the blue ones. I actually kind of like it a little better. The logo is a little more readable on it. It's kind of hard on the camera here, but I want to show that to everybody. It's available on the website. Anyway, so was it Ken? Yes, I can agree. You're very responsive. Well, thank you very much. The thing is, let's see. Imagine if Dalton was Oprah rich. You get a Mustang too. You get a Mustang too. Everybody gets a Mustang too. Yeah. For not being a full-time YouTuber, you really do a good job making consistent quality video. Well, thank you very much. I do try. I really do try. My power tour video will probably be out. I would love to say tomorrow. It's going to be Friday probably. I would love to say I'd get it pushed out tomorrow. But I've got some cool video clips. It's gonna be a different video because I haven't really done a traveling one, so it's kind of cool. Boy, the gnats are getting bad. I always wondered what was the grand total to do power tour, gas registration, etc. Rough number. I don't know. I guess having it up. Let's do it right now. Who's got a calculator? And I'll start rattling off some numbers, and then somebody add it up for me. So the registration, I think, was like $189 to do multi-day. The hotel for 2 nights in Indianapolis was $140 a night, so that's $280. And gas. Well, so somebody do the math. Let's say I average 15 miles to the gallon. I put on 1,380 miles. Somebody do the math. How many gallons that was? Times, I don't know, what's gas averaging a gallon? 3.5. Somebody do the math on that one. Give me a gas total. 15 miles a gallon on 1,380 miles at $3.50 a gallon. What did I spend on gas? Somebody do the math for me. Because my calculator's on the phone, which you guys are watching right now. And then let's see. Food, probably, say $250 on meals. That one's hard to gauge because, like, after the show in Indy, I bought everybody's meal. And the next morning, somebody else bought breakfast. So I don't know. We all just kind of passed it around. But say $250 for meals. Now, you got to understand, I only did 2 days. Well, call it 2.5 because we were there the day before. And then I didn't have a hotel last night because I came home. Drinks, ice, stuff like that. Figure another $30. And then prepping the car. I did an oil change. Checking it over, I probably spent, say, $50 getting the car ready. That's kind of about it. So 315-ish for gas. Okay, so whoever's adding all the numbers together, somebody just did the math. $315 for gas. So let's figure it out. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that, Ramlin Parked. I'm trying to catch on. I know you guys leaving a lot of very nice and thoughtful comments. Thank you. I will go back and review them, but they're coming on quick. So thank you very much. So who's adding it up? Who's doing it? John, you're the accountant. Come on. So say $315 for fuel, $280 for hotel and Indy. Call it $250 for meals, $185 or $89. Call it $190 for registration, $30 for ice and drinks, whatever else I have, $50 for getting the car ready. There you go, John. There's your numbers. Get that calculator going. Mad Scientist Garage is John, and he's actually an accountant by profession. So there you go. Do the math, John. You are now the official accountant of the lives for the Inevitable Gym. No, it doesn't come with a salary. Sorry. But yeah, somebody's asking how much. So that's what I spent. So I don't know what that all adds up to. But for 2.5 days, a lot of fun. It was worth it. No traffic tickets. That's a good one. Now, I'm not going to count the hotel room in Kansas City the night before Dalton and I left because that was completely voluntary. I could have driven Sunday. I could have just driven to Indianapolis. I just chose to go down that route. So it's cheaper than Disney World. Damn straight it is. um, no, the platinum package is over $3,000. I think if you buy that. I'm an accountant, not Rain Man. Well, get on it. Come on, you can do that. Yeah, I was gonna. Now, I'll take applications, but they don't pay nothing. So, yeah, the platinum people have all their money. So, Michael says he came up with 900. Yeah, I'd say that's about right. I probably spent. Well, yeah, I would guess probably 750 to 900. I don't know. Probably about 900 sounds right. But the thing is, yeah, it's a lot of money. But it's 2.5 days of actually a lot of fun. Figure three, by the time you get everything, the drive there was an adventure and meeting people and such along the way. So, but yeah, it's not bad overall. And yeah, that's right too, babe. The memories are priceless. There was there was some cool stuff that happened. Some of it I can't share, but anyway. So to summarize Power Tour, yes, I would recommend it. Yes, I'll do it again. I will not ever do all 5 days. I just don't have the patience to do that. And yeah, if it comes near you and you can do it for a day or two, I'd really recommend doing it. And I would recommend that do at least one drive day, like do 2 days, like two venues, so that you get the drive in between. Because yeah, Jerry, you're right. The fellowship and the stories are worth it. The people you meet, the networking. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how many people I met that I made some connections with for parts, or hey, if you're ever in this area, I got a shop if you need something. By the way, I do keep a little running. I got a sheet of people and where they're at, and then it said, hey, if you're ever in this area and you need help with something, I'm making a list of those because you never know. I might be stuck somewhere someday, and I'll look at the list and go, hey, do I have anybody in this area? It's pretty cool. So, no, I don't know what I'm going to take next year. That's too far away. Maybe the Ranchero. That'd be a good one to take. It's got room to store stuff in the back. Has a tailgate to sit on. It's a cool, comfortable car. 351 Cleveland. Probably get worse gas mileage than this because it's a 2-barrel. I don't know. It'd be worth it. If you enjoy it and it's your passion, money isn't the most important memory. That's the thing. So, Ranwin Park, I agree with you, and I've always said, when I first opened my business almost 30 years ago, when I started working for myself on the side, I opened it full time 26 years ago. But I got tired of making. My mind was, I'm tired of making everybody else rich. I'm going to start my own business, work for myself, make my own money. I'm going to make lots of money. It didn't take me long to realize that money is not the most important asset we have in our lives. Because here's the deal. If I spend $1 today, I can make $2 tomorrow. No problem. But as soon as I spend a minute today, that minute is gone forever. I cannot buy it, replace it, duplicate it, or get another one. And I only have so many left. So the most important asset we have is time. And so that's when I really started considering, how do I invest my minutes? And what return do I get on those invested minutes? And I factor that into the hobbies I do, the passions with business, and the friends and company I keep. And that, my life got a lot happier after that. And because money is not everything. You can make more money. That's not the problem. You can't make more time. That's just the way it is. So that's how I live life, and that's the truth. So somebody said they liked the T-Bird. So the T-Bird I just showed you, that's kind of an interesting story. I'm looking for a donor for that in a way. So here's the thing I want to show you. So that Thunderbird right there is, I didn't get a title. That's the problem. The gentleman I bought it from went and dug it out of a garage where it had been sitting. Supposedly, it ran when parked, of course. But it was in a garage and it turns. I'm sure it'll run. But it has a beautiful, perfect red interior. And it has a good big block drivetrain. Big block meaning M series, 351 400s. The body's crap. The body is rotted, shot, horrible. Got under the vinyl top, ruined it. So I'm looking for a solid body. 70, well, that'd be a 76, 789. Yeah, it should be 76, 789. Thunderbird or Cougar that a red interior would look good in because I have a perfect red interior. So if I could find a roached out uh, Thunderbird or Cougar from that era that had a solid body, prefer if it was still painted and had an original paint that was decent that would match red, like white, silver, red, black, something like that, or at least a good solid body that's straight that a guy could do a quickie paint on that needs either a drivetrain or an interior. And that one's got to have a title because I don't have a title with this one. But I gave $500 for this car. You know, the drivetrain alone is worth that. But and that's what I was going to do. I was going to pull the drivetrain and just hang on to it. But then I got to look and I said, God, this interior is perfect. So I'd like to find a donor to fit this. Yeah, you're right, Dale. It's 7789. I'd like to find a donor body chassis for the guts out of this one that has a title. So if anybody knows of one, please clue me in on that. I'd really enjoy that. So, see, Pamela loves me. I like that. So anyway, I'm gonna have to get Pennsylvania title. What do you mean by that? I don't care if the car's. I don't care what title, where the car comes from. The whole getting titles for cars that don't have titles all over the different country. Like this state had it, and Montana had it, and this did it. Those are all those loopholes are closing up. Or if they're not, it's really dancing in the gray sketch area. And I'd rather not do that. I want to do it legit. So I'm kind of done buying cars with no titles unless it's a good parts car. Okay. Abandoned car title. I mean, if you guys have a state where you can get a title for a car that has no title, I'd love to hear from you. Email me at theinevitablejim@gmail.com. Please make sure it's actually doable without being sketchy or on the sly, or you got to get an address there, make up an LLC business there. No, I just want to know if you can get me a title. If you can, I'll work with you. I'll even throw you a little bone for doing it for me. But that's getting a title for a car that doesn't have a title is a hassle. Yes, bonded titles are a possibility, but then that's still kind of a marked title, and sometimes people do not like to buy bonded titles. So if you don't have a title, you can still get one through Pennsylvania for $300 to $500. Michael, email me, please. Give me your phone number at theinevitablejim@gmail.com, and I would like to talk to you. John, I see you just texted me. Give me a call later after the live, please. So anyway, I'm gonna get throw a comp cam in Monte Carlo. I tell you what, I will absolutely let the next owner put the cam in it. Okay. Again, I'm not keeping the Monte Carlo. I'm gonna get it done to a point, and when I get to a point that I'm satisfied with it, I'm gonna say, okay, here's what it is, and it's for sale. And you can go back and watch all the videos on it, so you know exactly what you're buying. And it's just going to be a driver quality fun car. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing any performance mods or anything to the Monte Carlo, but it will be available. So what's your fleet currently? Too many. That's what it is. So you will be seeing a lot more of the 78 Lincoln Town Car that was on Power Tour. It is a gorgeous automobile. I did roll it over 34,000 original miles on Power Tour. It had 31,000 miles on it when I bought it. I've owned this car about 5.5 years now. I bought it in October of 2020. So almost 6 years. No, almost 5 years. Yeah, October of 2020 I bought it. So it'd be 4.5, almost 5 years. Anyway, so I'm the second owner of it, and I bought it from the original family. Absolutely love the car. It's great. But yeah, and it's not even broken. Yeah, the thing just floats down the highway. Didn't use a drop of oil. Um, had zero issues. I could turn on the air conditioning when I wanted to. Everything in this car works except the clock, and none of the Cartier clocks ever work. You can get them fixed, but I don't care. Um, Everything works in the car. So it has pillow top leather seating. It's like literally riding a couch down the highway. I did 1,380 miles in whatever 2.5, 3 days, whatever you call it. And I got home and I was not sore and beat up or anything. I was still comfortable. It was not hard on the body. So I'm going to hop out, guys. It's been about 45 minutes. I was hoping to keep it at half an hour, but you know, thank you very much for popping in and saying hello. I wanted to share my thoughts on Power Tour with everybody, and then give you guys some updates on what you asked. I'm going to check out that Street Rat channel. I guess he had the Monty or the Lincoln Dyno, and it'll be in my video too. So I had some people videoing for me with my camera, so I got clips of the dyno, and plus Steve from Boosted Season took some clips with his that he's going to send me. So thank you very much. Have a good night, everybody, and we will talk to you soon. Power Tour video hopefully out. I'd love to say tomorrow, but it's probably not going to happen. Probably on Friday. So have a good night, everybody.